Hello, good morning. Today is sports day at Christ University and we'll have to report at the ground by 8:50. By the way, I'm wearing my jersey, psychology department ka jersey. Yes. Okay. So coming to my point, there's a question that arises in all our mind and it's a very important question. That is, why does God allow evil into the world? Why is there even a possibility of evil? If it would have been just good, the world would have been so nice without the possibility of evil. So, why does He allow that? Why does He want us to suffer with bad and make us bad people? Last Sunday, when I went to the church for Holy Mass, the priest said a homily, and the homily was that he said the parable of the weed, Matthew chapter 13, verses 24 to 30. It is the parable of the weed. He talked about the kingdom of heaven, having patience in Lord's timing and judgment, and all about that. Now, the parable is that a farmer, he plants his good seeds in his field and he leaves. Now, without the knowledge of the farmer, the enemy enters into his field and plants bad seeds to destroy his crop. Now, when the seeds start germinating, when it starts to grow, the servants notices that the enemies have planted bad seeds to destroy their crops. So now the servants go and tell this to their farmer and ask the farmer that let us all pluck off the weeds right away so that it wouldn't grow and destroy our wheat, our crop. But the farmer asked them to wait, not now. Have patience, let's wait for a while, let it grow out, and then let's pluck it and divide it. And the servants do as the farmer has told them to do. They wait, and when the crops finally grow into harvest, they pluck off the weed and throw it away, burn it away. Weed, the bad seeds, and the good ones, they take it for their harvest and for the wheat and do all that. So, what this parable is trying to tell us is that the main message of the parable is that there is always a coexistence of good and evil in our life. We can't just have the goodness in our life. It is always coexistence of both good and evil. As we saw in the parable, as we heard in the parable, that there's good seeds and bad seeds. So in life, there are always two extremes: good, bad, positive, negative, happy, sad. It's always the extremes, two poles. So we are given with free will to choose between the both, to choose between good and bad. What is it that we want in our life? What is it that we want to do? Because if there was only goodness in our world, we would have nothing else to do and we'd be robots, because there's just goodness in the world. We have nothing to choose, we have no free will. Everything is given and it's an input. So that makes us robot. And God doesn't want us to be robots, right? He wants us to be humans, to have the ability and the free will to choose between good and bad. So we know what is right and what is wrong, and in that knowledge we are choosing that, okay, this is right, this is good, I will do this, and not that is not meant for me, that is not what God wants me to do. So with us having the free will to choose between good and evil, God wants us to follow his path with the free will, not by making us robots, but by making us humans with the possibility of evil into the world, so that we have to face challenges, to choose between the both, to live while there is a coexistence of both good and evil. It is not easy to live while there is a coexistence of both. It is really hard, and that is the challenge that we have to face in our life, that God wants us to face in our life. And still, with those challenges, with our free will, we choose good and wait for God's timing and have patience and faith in the Lord. That is what the parable tries to convey to us, that we should have faith, have patience in God's timing, and we choose good and it's a call of hope. The parable is a call of hope. Like, no matter what you are going through, at the end of the day, the good will be saved and be protected by the Lord. As we heard in the parable, there was good, bad. The enemy thought of destroying the good crops with the bad ones, but in the end, the bad ones got destroyed. So that is how in life, when we are struggling in our life, we don't have to choose the path of bad to be saved momentarily. Instead, we just have to choose good Have faith in the Lord and have patience, and all will be well through Christ. Yeah, so that is what the parable tries to tell us. Okay, that's all that I had to say. Now everyone are going. It's time for me to go to the ground as well. Otherwise, I'll be late. Okay, so bye, guys.